Right now I'm going to show you how to combine the images. I just made the luminosity and here's my RGB data, and I'm going to make a combined LRGB image. I could do some more with the RGB, but I'm going to wait till after I combine it. First thing you notice is the luminosity is a little bit darker, so I'm going to actually make the background for the RGB a little bit darker too, so I'm going to match it up with the luminosity. There's another number of ways of doing it. I'm going to do it the quick and easy way. Make a mask. There's my luminosity mask of the RGB. Minimize that. And I'm going to invert it, and I'm going to hide it. Or process, come down to curves transformation, press the little circle, which is the preview, and I'm just going to lower it a bit. Now the idea behind the mask is it's protecting the galaxies, presumably, and just lowering the background. So I'm going to move the preview out of the way and highlight the image itself, and there we go. Hide everything else, keep this over here in case I need it, and I've lowered the intensity of the mask, as you can see. Now I'm going to take the mask off, or lower the intensity of the RGB image, so it looks like it matches this pretty closely. Now I'm going to minimize the luminosity, move it out of the way for now. This out of the way too. And the other thing I'm going to do is come back over to here. Now this is the one where I made that mask, the extracted luminosity mask. Right next to it's another one that looks similar. Press that, and that makes, or that separates the RGB into the red, green, and blue channels. So I'm going to get them out of the way. And actually I'm going to minimize that and get that out of the way as well. That's the RGB image. So this is the luminosity, and this one over here is the RGB, and these are the RGB in the separate channels. So I'm going to open process, all processes, and there's a couple ways to do this. There's just using pixel math, which is a more advanced feature. We're not going to do that now. We're going to do the much easier, simple LRGB combination. Let's move over here, and here's where it says luminosity, so I'm going to look for the luminosity, and there it is. No, it's actually not that one. It is this one. So you got to make sure you select the right ones. Hit OK. Then I'm going to get the red channel, and it already looks around for something that says red, and it knows that that was a red channel. The green, the blue, and I'm going to leave everything else alone here. Here's channel weights. If you wanted to make the luminosity less intense, you can do that, or you can make any one of these other ones less intense. You can increase or decrease the saturation, the lightness. But I'm going to leave everything as is right now. I'm going to press this circle button, and it's making the combined image right now. And there it is. So let's move that thing out of the way. Get rid of that. And let's see what it did for us. All right, and let's go back to the original color image. That's not it. Where's the original color image? Here it is right here. Okay. So there's the two side by side, and what you can see what it did is it made brightened up a little most everything, And for example, this little blip right here, it made that over on the luminosity. I brightened that up. Let me go in for a closer view. You can see what I mean. How do I make this one closer? So you can see this is a little bit brightened. It made the give you a little more detail into the galaxies. It did increase the noise a tad, and that is because I didn't do that much noise reduction on the luminosity. I could have done more. I didn't, but it didn't increase it in such a way. This noise that it added is not that bad. I can easily get rid of most of that noise later on in PixInsight or in Photoshop, because I am going to bring this into Photoshop eventually. But anyways, I think it's looking pretty good now, much better than it did when I first started. Anyways, that's all for this segment. We'll see you later.